Welcome to Quantum Finance. My name is Parker and I'm the head trader here, and this is our day trading recap for Monday, September 11th. So in this video, we'll take a look at all of the day trading opportunities that we had going on today. So starting here with our market internals, we do have our tick, our volume difference, our advancing and decliners, and our VIX. This is usually what we like to look at in order to determine what kind of direction we're going to play today. So if you do look here at the tick, as you can see, we did have a big gap up this morning in the amount of stocks that were gapping up and ticking to the upside. So when you do have this kind of large uptick, as you can see, ticking up well above where we have been in the previous day's range, I did go back and I looked at all these other days that we did have like kind of ticks open like this, and it were like days that had like pretty choppy action, right? There was good opportunities for both puts and calls, right? And if you do look here at our volume difference, as you can see, it was bullish above that zero line and getting a nice move to the upside. But if you look at our advancers and decliners, we did have that going to the downside. And the VIX, as you can see, getting a nice move up here in the morning and then pulling back through the day. So the market internals were pretty mixed, right? So when you see that, you kind of like identify that's going to be kind of choppy days. So you can be looking for both puts and call options, and kind of taking your profits quick and just kind of expecting more of a range bound activity. So now we can go to our analysis chart here. So starting here on our 3-minute chart, as you can see, we did have that big gap up this morning like I was referring to with that tick being so high up there. Big gap up this morning, and then as you can see, we did have a strong pullback here off the open, pulling down into that midline here on the 3-minute, getting a nice push up to VWAP. But I did see this big pullback here in the open, and I was expecting that to kind of bring more weakness, right? When you get this big of a pullback and that much selling, and you have that many stocks like ticking to the downside, you do kind of expect more selling to continue on, right? So we did like this for a short opportunity. As you can see, this 3-minute squeeze here, that is where we did enter this trade. When you see squeezes, that is your indication that you want to get in the trade and that a volatility event is about to occur. So we saw this squeeze happening about 10:39 here, and we were bearish, right, because of this big drop here in the morning. And if you also look at the 5-minute, we did have downward 5-minute momentum. And if you look at the 15-minute, we did have a big rejection here off this upper extreme on the 15-minute chart with a lot more room to the downside. So with our mixed internals and with our bearish price action here, we were looking for put options. So now we can go to our 1-minute chart where we do execute these trades. And if you have watched my videos before, you probably haven't seen this line here. This is an average true range trailing stop. And I do have this set to a period of 3 and a factor of 3.5. So what this does, it just takes the average true range of the past 3 1-minute candles and puts it out to a factor of 3.5. And that is a good way to kind of identify stop losses and risk in trades. So this is that move into VWAP that we were talking about. As you can see, our average true range sitting right there at VWAP, which it did hold as resistance. And so we did like this. This is where we did enter in these put options. We were looking at the 447, today's expiration strike put options. And as you can see, they were sitting down here at the open on these put options, which was nice. So you had support on the put options and you had resistance here on the price action. So very low risk trade here. As you can see, the risk being right here. I did enter in right when we got that big rejection candle. So the risk just being the top of that candle. So say you're getting in down here at about 40, we'll call it 48 cents. On that first move to the lows, where your first take profit would be, you're looking at about a 69% gain, and then on that extension to the lows, you are looking at about a 104% gain. So nice move here off the open to take advantage of this pullback after that big gap up, right? First take profit down here at the retest of the lows, and then getting flat here on that extension to the downside. If you do look at our analysis chart here, as you can see, taking profit into this lower extreme, getting short at the volume average, and then selling into the extremes, selling into the standard deviations. And then there was another really good opportunity for actually call options. So if you do look here at the 5-minute chart, I can draw a trend line here. As you can see, we have this trend line. We did have a large 5-minute squeeze, so this was our next trade opportunity that we were looking for. As you can see, getting a trend reversal here to the upside, breaking the downtrend at about 1125, coming back in for a retest of that trend line, which is like what you want to see when you get trend breaks, and then getting a nice push up here towards VWAP, right? And then we got a pullback into that 5-minute midline, which if you do look here at the 3-minute, was a 3-minute midline as well. So we did like that for an entry for call options because we did have a bullish reversal. We had upward momentum on the 5-minute, we had upward momentum on the 3-minute, and we had a bullish oscillator here. It wasn't below the 0 line, but as you can see, flipped bullish with that white line above that blue line. So as you can see, we did have a bullish trend reversal here, and this was our best entry at about this 12.21 mark. So we can pull that up here on the 1-minute chart. So if you see here on the 1-minute chart, this is that 12.21. We were looking at the 448 call options on this. Let me pull these up. Right, so as you can see, this is that pullback we were talking about, and if you can see our average true range, the stop loss was right here at Friday's highs. So we did like that. We had Friday's highs, we had the 3-minute midline and that 5-minute midline. So this was our entry here, getting in at about this 25-cent mark and selling into that first push. Because I did expect it to be kind of a choppy day, I took a lot of the profit off here on that first push, which you can see being a 60% gain, and then our second profit target was at the open. So as you can see on that push to the open, you are looking at about a 100, actually pushed through the open, but at the open, you're probably looking at at the open, you're looking at 160% gain on these call options. So as you can see, this is your entry right here with your stop loss at Friday's highs, and then your take profit here, your final take profit at the open. We can go to our analysis tab so you can get a better idea of this. So as you can see, we were playing this 5-minute squeeze to the upside. First take profit into this upper extreme here on the 3 and 5-minute. And then as you can see, stop loss just down there. And as you can see on the 3-minute, it just holds that midline here all the way up to the open. The open was the target because the open is typically a very significant area of support and resistance. And I did think we had a lot of room to the upside, but I didn't think, we would really flip too green on the day because most of the price action and all the selling in the morning. I just wanted a retest of the open as my profit target. So yeah, really nice move here. For put options at this VWAP rejection in the morning, and then on this bullish trend line reversal to the upside for a retest of the open. So nice day for call options and put options with about, 105% gain on the put options and a 160% gain on the call options. So yeah, so a really nice day today for trading both sides of the market. But yeah, that should do it for the video. Appreciate y'all watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.